Welcome to another edition of For All Seasons. I'm Todd Murray, along with former WVU quarterback Fred Wyant. And Fred, the Mountaineers coming off a 26-20 loss against Kansas State and now preparing to finish the regular season at Iowa State on Saturday. In the Kansas State game, Clint Trickett sustained a concussion and played just one series in the third quarter, which opened the door for Skyler Howard to come in and make his first prolonged appearance of the season. Threw for 198 yards and 2 touchdowns. What was your take on the way Howard played?
Well, I didn't even realize who he was, but he came in. I thought he did a really nice job. And the one thing about concussions, they just, you've got to get Trickett out of there. He's because they got that bowl game coming up. I'd say that they can't play him this game, but I'm not the coach. But that young boy that came here looked awful good, I thought.
Right, and obviously the weather conditions, it was very, very cold. It's not like it was 85 degrees and sunny Thursday night, and to come in and play like that made it all the more amazing, didn't it?
It did, and he was, I thought he did a really nice job. He threw the ball, and as I say, I didn't even realize that he was a quarterback there, and but I think he did well, and they've got to play good this weekend because Iowa State didn't do half bad last weekend, and they're sort of on the edge of just they'd like to win one big one, and that's but I think this young guy can take care of it for West Virginia.
Right. Dana Holderson had said on the Big 12 coaches conference call that he wasn't in the habit of pulling people, after a bad game. Probably isn't likely to definitively name anyone the starter. I think he'd probably like to keep Iowa State guessing going into Saturday. I guess obviously he's not the only coach who does this. But what do you think of this kind of tactic?
Well, we know from the beginning of the year, until he named Trickett as the quarterback, there was always just so many question marks that it was difficult, I think, for the players to get behind and to know who is the leader.
Right.
And they know it's Trickett when he's well, but I don't think he's well. I mean, you can't get a concussion and get over it in 1 week, because he gets a bad hit this time. I mean, he could never play again. He may never play again beyond this anyway.
Right.
But he certainly deserves not to go in there and get hurt.
Right. I know it's tough for the players. They've lost 3 in a row. They're on an empty campus this week, preparing, for a game that doesn't have any implications as far as the Big 12 title. Obviously, you got to think it's got to be a little difficult to get ready for this.
Well, they're going to have to get ready because next year they play that schedule, and you talk about a schedule that you wondered what they were thinking about, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, those are 3 teams that, the only persons that they didn't play were the Sisters of the Poor.
Right.
For that. And incidentally, there is an organization called the Sisters of the Poor. I ran into them in the airport in Pittsburgh once. But I think that they need to get in there and go after this game like it was the national championship, and then start next year, because that doesn't get you very ready next year, I don't think.
Right. We'll see how it all plays out Saturday in Ames, Iowa. Fred, thank you for your time as always.
You're welcome.
And please continue to follow our WVU football coverage of thedpost.com.